Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. So as you can see in front of me, I have this beautiful Chanel bag, and I went to a boutique yesterday and I purchased 3 of their latest fragrances. They just launched a new line. It's called Les Eaux de Chanel, and they've got 3 new fragrances in this line. And I heard that they will be bringing out more in future. So this line is going to be one that kind of stays. It's like they're less exclusives. It's just a different line altogether. So I'll tell you a little bit of info about it. This is from Fragrantica. The line is named after travels and ties between Gabrielle Chanel and certain cities during her career and offer a sense of freshness that is as emotional as the memory of a journey. So that's the story behind these creations. So let's get to the bottles. So the bottles look like this, the boxes. They came wrapped up with this, but I took it off so I don't waste more time on the video. And so yeah, they're very simplistic, beautiful boxes. Now when you go to the boutique here in Melbourne, you will buy these and this is all you will get. I was watching Jacob's video on these because he recently bought them as well, and he received some nice material pouches to go along with them. I think it's like a limited edition thing kind of thing for the launch. I'm not sure, but we don't have them here in Australia. When I told the sales assistant about them, she was like oblivious. She didn't know what on earth I was talking about. So this is what you get here in Melbourne if you buy them from the boutique. And by the way, go and check out Jacob's channel. He's an awesome reviewer. He loves Chanel and he is just one of my favorite YouTubers. So go check him out. So the bottles come in 125 mils and they are all eau de toilettes. And the fragrances are Paris Venise, Paris Deauville and Paris Bearritz. I'm just going to show you the boxes a little bit in detail because I know some people are not going to purchase these right away or from the boutiques, and some people buy them secondhand, and it's good to come back to videos like this to see if you're actually getting a genuine product, you know? So this is the box. It's got the Chanel here and the it's kind of dinted into the box. Same with this section here. Same with this section as well at the back. And then you've got the Chanel sign up here, the logo, and at the bottom of the box you should get this. Something that looks like this. And you've got 4 digits here. My one says 2601. This should match inside the bottle. I'll show you. At the back of the bottle, there's a code that should look like this. And I'll show you where that is. So when we open the box, you just get the bottle inside. You don't get the slip or the sleeve that usually comes with Chanel boxes. You just get the bottle that sits inside the box. And how beautiful is the bottle itself? It's so beautiful. I love this size. It's nice to hold as well. It's comfortable. The cap is not magnetic. It's just a normal cap and it should have the CC logo inside. So that's the lovely bottle. At the bottom you've got just Chanel written on there, and at the back you've got this sticker. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's got some writing in there. At the back of it, it says eau de toilette, made in France, Chanel, and the size of the bottle as well. So that's just for future reference if you need to have a look at the packaging to see if your one's genuine or not. So let's talk about this fragrance first, since I've opened it up. Bearritz opens up with sparkling, vibrant citruses, an explosion of zestiness with delicious citrus fruits such as lime, orange, bergamot, tangerine, and it's got some lemon in there. It's got a hint of greenness to it as well, and some muskiness too. The neroli here is very, very bright and uplifting. The lily of the valley brings out that beautiful crispness as well, and that greenness. It's quite refreshing and uplifting. This would be an absolute perfect fragrance for summer. It's so refreshing, and it's definitely, it quenches your thirst on a very hot and humid day. When I first sprayed it on, I closed my eyes and I felt like I was on an island in the middle of nowhere and not having a care in the world. This fragrance is one that I would definitely wear all summer. Definitely, like, this will be my go-to summer fragrance. It's a non-offensive, young, youthful scent that is modern and sophisticated at the same time. It's a Chanel. It smells like a Chanel. It's going to be a Chanel. It sweetens up in the dry down and becomes more and more beautiful. It can be a little fleeting though, and it is short-lived on my skin, which is a shame because it's such a pretty scent that you want to be able to always smell it when you're wearing it. So that's the downfall to it, is that longevity-wise, it's not the best. And if you want good projection, you have to spray it a lot, like on the same spot. So that's what I did. On the same spot, I must have sprayed it 4 to 5 times to be able to get some sort of projection from it. Otherwise, this fragrance is just a perfect, zesty, delicious, sweet and tangy citrus with a hint of floral. Beautiful, beautiful scent. I'm not even a citrus fan, to be honest. I don't have many citrus perfumes in my collection because I prefer the louder ones, the stronger wintry perfumes, but this just had me, captivated. It just kept me smelling my wrist the whole time I was wearing it. I love how sweet it is. The citruses with that sweetness is just absolutely perfect for my tastes. It's beautifully blended, and as I said, it's just such an uplifting scent, and it's perfectly suited for summer. I got about maybe 4 hours of wear from this fragrance, which is not the best. Honestly, they should have called it an eau de cologne because it just works as a cologne more than an eau de toilette, so I'm not sure why they would have labeled it as an eau de toilette. So that's the only downfall, but you know what, I'm happy to reapply. I love it. I love the scent, and it's so hard for me to love a citrus based perfume, so I love this one. So I'm really glad I did find one that I truly love. The next one I wanted to talk about is Paris Deauville, and this one opens up quite green and a little bitter. It has this particular kind of grassy note to it that is beautifully blended with some sweet citruses. But in the beginning, it smells like a green fragrance, but it all changes on my skin and just becomes something completely different. So in the beginning, I detect a lot of green notes, some patchouli, nice lemony kind of zesty citruses, and then I start getting this basil note, which I adore. I really love basil in perfumery. And then you start getting that orange. It sweetens up a lot in the dry down on my skin. So from it being like a green, grassy fragrance, it starts changing to a more softer, sweeter type of fruity floral on my skin. It's a very bright fragrance. It's crisp and a little bit cold to begin with. It's a laid back sort of scent. It's a happy scent that gives you vibrance and energy. And in the dry down, it gives you a feeling of ease and just happiness. To me, it just feels like going for a walk on a swift and sunny day. When I first sprayed this on, I felt like I could just go to the Bahamas right then and there. Or or even going boutique shopping, you know, like you spray this perfume on and you go to those fancy French boutiques on a breezy day when the sun is out, but it's not hot, it's just a breezy, nice sunny day, and you smell of Deauville. It's just a fancy kind of happy scent for me. It's very simple but very beautiful, and it's lovely to wear on a carefree day. If you hear that meowing in the background, that's my little fluffy balls of cat. He's bored and he needs attention, so he's not getting it from me at the moment. And as I said, it does sweeten up considerably in the dry down on my skin. In fact, it changes quite a bit on me. I wasn't expecting that at all, because the opening, I really enjoyed the opening, by the way. It was really green and grassy, and it changed. It just changed. So I would have loved if the opening stayed like that, but it doesn't on me. And I'm pretty sure on everyone else it would smell different, and they'd be lucky if the opening stayed like that on them. It becomes a little tart on my skin and a little fruity. It smells juicy, like a juicy punch almost in the dry down. And I kind of got hints, just hints, of the Chanel Chance line, the flankers, like the Chanel Chance Eau Vive and Eau Fraiche and Eau Tendre. So if they were all kind of combined but made into an Eau Fraiche version, this would be it in the dry down on my skin. So I don't know if everyone else is going to feel that way, but on my skin, that's what I got. So yeah, the longevity on this one is better than the first one. I got about maybe 5 hours with this one. It doesn't project too well. It starts off being really strong, but then it just quickly fades. And I think these were made to be like that. That's hence the bottle size. So I'm not complaining. It's okay, because they do smell really, really good. So yeah, it doesn't really project that much either. Just moderate. I'd say moderate everything. So that was my take on Deauville. And last but not least is definitely not least, Paris Venise. I say that because this is my favorite one. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So Venise is a different kind of scent. So I'm not sure why they've included it in this line in particular. It's very different to the other two that I've just talked about. Venise is absolutely my kind of scent. It is definitely different to the other two, as I said, and quite frankly, I think it would have been a good idea to bring this one out on its own as like a brand new perfume altogether. Because it just stands on its own. It's very different to the other two. So yeah. So this one opens up a little bit bright, sweet and citrus with some tonka, soft florals and delicate vanilla. It has a pink pepper note in there that I can definitely detect. It's very strong on my skin, and as I said, it opens up with the citruses, but then they fade, but that orange note kind of stays, the sweetness from the orange kind of stays. And it's got this benzoin note in it as well. And then you've got violet and iris notes and neroli. Neroli is in all of them, I think. Hey, what are you doing? He's scratching the bed. And yeah, so this one is a delicate beauty that evolves into something more romantic in the dry down. It's warm, it's charming, it's sexy, it's inviting, and it's sensual. This is all in the dry down, mostly, because it changes in the dry down and it becomes all of that. It becomes warm and creamy and rich, and it's got this sexiness to it. It really does. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing it now, so that's why I keep smelling my wrists. It's so good, guys. It becomes very powdery in the dry down, but not suffocating powder or not makeup powder. It just becomes powdery, like a little bit powdery and creamy. It's so creamy and delicate at the same time, and that vanilla and the tonka is just heavenly. I would love to wear Venice in the colder months, because of that creamy powdery nature about it. I can't imagine wearing this in summer, actually. Not that it's going to be suffocating or anything, but I don't know. It just gives me this coziness and this comfort. And for me, comfort and coziness is more like a winter thing. I don't know. For me, anyway. I mean, you can wear it all year round. I would wear it on summer nights, maybe, but I would prefer this during the colder months. I don't know why, but it's just me. It gives you that feel of satisfaction, you know, and comfort and just cuddliness. It's a nice cuddly perfume. Like, go and cuddle your husband while you wear this. Something that I would do. So this one was my favorite out of the three. Definitely Venice caught my attention most, and the sales assistant said that everyone has been loving this one the most as well. So this one's been very popular, and I can see why. It's considered to be an oriental, and honestly, I don't know what to... I don't know what category this one would go in. I'm not sure. So maybe oriental is a wise decision. I don't know. But all in all, this is a great kind of a feminine, powdery, sweet, very romantic kind of a scent. Yeah. And that was my take on Paris Venice. So I'll tell you which one is my favorite to least favorite. So Venice comes at number 1. Deauville comes at number 2. And Bearritz comes at number 3. Not that I don't love the scent. I love it the same as Deauville, but it's that it's really weak, guys. It is. It is. And this one is kind of weak as well, actually. You know what? I might swap them over. I don't know. Look, I like these two the same. Let's just say 1 and 2. That's it. So Venice has just... Oh, I love Venice. But these two are gorgeous as well. These are 2 summer ones that I'd wear in summer. This is more of a colder kind of scent, colder weather scent. They are all non-offensive, easy to wear on a daily basis. There's nothing kind of amazing about these fragrances, but they are so well made and so beautiful. They're quite charming, nicely blended, very modern, very youthful fragrances. They would definitely make a wonderful gift. I can't see anyone hating them or saying they're foul or disgusting. Absolutely not. They might come off as boring to some people, but if you give them time, like I kept wearing them yesterday the whole day and reapplying, and then today again, and I was like, yes, these are really, really beautiful. Although, yes, to some people they might be boring and not worth it or whatever, but to me they're really pretty. You know, they're very nice. They are great for work as well. If you're in an office environment, or you can wear them as work fragrances, they would go perfectly fine like that. Yeah, beautiful creation. Beautiful creations. So I'm quite happy with these. I would have loved if they labelled them as eau de colognes because of the lasting power. So yeah, I'm not sure. The Venice and the Deauville were okay, moderate, and moderate sillage as well. This one was a little bit weak. But all in all, I'm enjoying these. Have you tried them? Let me know. Let me know if you have, or which one you want to try. But other than that, this was my take on the new Chanel 3 fragrances by Chanel. And let me know what you think, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you soon. Bye bye.